to pull out their phones, go to their contacts, then start from the top and count 5 people down. Now, ask yourself, does this person have a mental illness? Well, they probably do, because the National Comorbidity Survey, the first nationally represented mental health survey, found that 1 in 5 adults have mental illness. Actually, my grandpa, my dad, and my older brother all have mental illnesses. So, someone you know probably has a mental illness too. That's why I want to talk to you today about what mental illnesses are, what the signs and symptoms are, and when do they arise, and what do we do when faced with mental illness. So first, we need to know what a mental illness actually is. Well, a mental illness, according to the American Psychiatric Association, the leading psychiatric organization in the world, defines mental illness as health conditions involving changes in emotion, thinking, or behavior. Mental illnesses are associated with distress and/or problems functioning in family and work activities. So, I want to show you this. This is a man, and he has a broken leg. Some of the symptoms associated with a broken leg are pain, shock, and inability to walk. Some of the treatments this man can receive are surgery, medication, crutches can help him can help him begin to walk again. So these are some things that he can do to overcome his sickness or injury. Well, I want to ask, what's wrong with this man? Well, we don't know because we can't see anything. But he could have a mental illness, and we wouldn't even know it. So mental illnesses are simply an injury inside of the mind, and we can't see it physically, but there are symptoms that everyone who has a mental illness will display. The American Psychiatric Association gives us a few general symptoms that people with mental illnesses display. So, some of them are sleep, appetite, and mood changes, withdrawal, illogical thinking, drop in function, unusual behavior are just a few. Ronald C. Kessler, PhD in the Department of Healthcare Policy at Harvard Medical School, found that 50% of mental illnesses begin by the age of 14, and 75% begin by the age of 24. So we know that mental illnesses begin pretty early, and they include what the American Psychiatric Association has told us. So the last question is, what do we do? What do we do if someone we know has a mental illness? The American Psychiatric Association also has told us 4 things that we should do. So the first one is to encourage them to get an evaluation. The second, encourage them to learn more about mental illness. The third is to help them receive counseling. The fourth, encourage them to be monitored closely. So the Harvard Medical School did another survey and found that 40% of people with a serious mental illness got stable treatment. So we should treat mental illness just as a broken leg and go to the doctor. So the fact is that mental illness affects everyone. You, me, and all of our loved ones. And I hope today that we have learned how to address the problem of mental illness. And who knows, maybe someday it will be able to save a life.